Hi, I'm Shilen. I'm one of the organizers of the South Asian International Film Festival. This is our 15th year anniversary. Our criteria is quite simple. We always look for fresh stories, something unique, up-and-coming directors. We obviously have alumni that have been at the festival and will showcase their new body of work as well. But it's quite always, bring something that's told in a different way, through a different perspective, with fantastic production value. And I think it resonates with our audience, not just the second generation, but also the first generation and, many non-South Asians that attend the festival annually. So, I think it's just great storytelling, and we have a programming committee, so they kind of review it. I'm not part of the selection process, but yeah, they kind of look at films year-round. They get submitted a first look on a lot of deals and a lot of new content that comes out. Yeah, so normally it's we first start with year. Next year's festival will take submissions from year-end or around this time till the next year's festival date. So all the new films that come out within that window. So that's the first criteria. Second criteria is, the films have to never be seen before. So the whole excitement about going to film festivals, and particularly going to the South Asian International Film Festival, is these are films that are coming here to do their world premieres, international premieres, US premieres, New York premieres, and so the audience is really getting to see something new that hasn't been released yet, which is where much of this excitement comes from, and so it's just making sure that it fits into these criteria, and then we make sure that we do a fair job of representing South Asia. Granted, most of our films are from India because India does produce most of the content. But we try to do a fair job of trying to represent Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Nepal. And their industries are growing and they're starting to make some really good quality independent films. We're certainly not at the same rate as India does, and so India always takes a lion's share of the program that's in the program. But we try to do a fair job representing South Asia. So those are our three criteria. I mean, there's two audiences we're catering to. We're catering to a South Asian audience, and then we're catering to a non-South Asian audience. So for the South Asian audience, I guess the challenge would be continually introducing them to new content, new storytellers that are coming out in the market, getting access to them so they are excited about coming out to see these great films. And for the non-South Asian audience, is educating them on who these screenwriters, directors, actors are. So maybe they can end up following them and develop their own unique interests independently than from the festival. So I think those are the two challenges, and we try to make sure that we package the festival in such a way it becomes accessible to every audience, right? Every demographic. You don't have to just be South Asian, and we're cognizant about everything from the content quality to pricing the festival. We don't charge a lot for the festival because we want people to just access the content, come, see, discover. You can never have a lot of money in doing the festival, so we basically have been running this festival for the past 15 years on volunteerism, grants, donations, sponsorship, ticket sales sometimes, but we just make sure that we're able to cover the festival expense, which is why we run it seasonally. Our intent and aim is to run it into a year-round operation so we can do programming throughout the year and do different film screenings. Why you should premiere at SAIFF is several reasons. Number one, the largest South Asian population outside of India is in the tri-state area. Number two, New York is the most important market outside of India, and everyone wants to have their premiere status in New York City. New York's almost become like a neutral stomping ground to showcase new experimental South Asian films, but also a place to premiere them and bring a wider audience to. Number three, all the independent film distribution companies are in New York. As a matter of fact, independent filmmaking started in New York. Number four, all the critics are here. So if you're going to do something fantastic in South Asian cinema, you want to be seen and heard, and there's no better place than New York. Number 5, we've been doing it for 15 years. We're the largest in our space, and I think it's important for anyone that's serious about their career in South Asian filmmaking to consider us as the go-to place to launch their new content. And then besides that, we all do this because we love it. I mean, so there's no financial gain here for us except the fact that the community continues to grow, and I think that's the big driving factor. Come discover us if you haven't already. If you've already been to the festival, come back again, support us, tell your friends and your family to come support us, because if you don't, there could be a possibility that organizations like ours may not exist without the support of their own people within the community. For non-South Asians is, come discover great South Asian culture, everything from the stories, the values, to the fashion, if you're into that, music, if you're into that. But it's a gateway to access India or South Asia, and I think this is a great place to do it, especially when you're in New York, and it's culturally it brings you a lot more access to our community probably than any other kind of South Asian event that you could go to.